introduction to this. We are getting just a couple of minor things finished back there. Alright, Tea at the Bennets is a skit that I wrote last summer while my mom was working on the Pride and Prejudice script. It is a very condensed version of Pride and Prejudice. It covers the whole story in 15 minutes. So, for any of you who are familiar with this story, I hope you find it amusing. And for any of you who aren't familiar with the story, you should at least be given a pretty good overview of it, at least. It should be pretty easy to follow. We're labeled. You should be able to find us. And we can find our chairs up here. When I wrote this skit, I was hoping to perform it for something like Fine Arts Night. And I thought about it last fall if we wanted to do it right after performance, but we just didn't get it done. So 1 month ago, I asked the cast if they would be willing to do Tea at the Bennets, and I got an amazing response. We have almost the entire cast here tonight, save for just a couple, and those parts are being filled by Harmony Sauter and Becky Odegaard. I'm very thankful to both of them. I would like to give a huge thank you to the cast and for everyone who's willing to be here and to show up for practice and memorize more lines, although the lines are less than what we had memorized before. And I would also like to thank my mom for filling in tonight and for doing some directing as well as I was so that I could be on stage some of the time. And I guess that's probably it. I hope you guys enjoy it, and please join us for Tea at the Bennets.
Oh, Mr. Bennet, you vex me so. You have not called on our new neighbor, Mr. Bingley. You have no compassion on my nerves.
You mistake me, my dear. I have a high respect for your nerves.
The Lucas family.
What a capital thing to have tea here. It's nothing to St. James Court, but a great pleasure.
We saw Mr. Bingley today. He is very handsome and single.
He has come to Netherfield and has 2 sisters with him.
Lucy, you are not accomplishing anything. I'm dancing with a handsome man. Such foolishness. We have work to do. He has to wash.
Mr. Bingley, sir.
Hello, I have just arrived from Netherfield. I would like to meet all of your charming daughters. May I have tea with you?
Oh, yes, Mr. Bingley. And being you have 5,000 pounds a year, you are welcome to any of our girls. Of course, Jane is the prettiest, but the rest of the girls are pleasant to look at.
All of our girls, except Lizzie, are very silly. But you may have your choice of any of them.
Vex me so.
I do not care for you since you do not wear a red measurement coach.
I don't either. Hey, not cough so. Well, I do not cough for my own amusement.
Your sister seems to admire Mr. Bingley, and should show more affection to secure him.
Charlotte, you astound me. I cannot believe you would say such a thing, nor would I believe you would act in such a manner.
I'm not romantic, you know.
We should be having a visitor soon.
Ooh.
My cousin, Mr. Collins, is coming here.
Oh, what an odious man.
Mr. Collins, sir.
My dear cousin Elizabeth, almost as soon as I enter the house, I singled you out as a companion in my future life. Since I shall inherit this grand estate after your father dies, I would wish to graciously heal our relationship and ask for your hand in marriage. I understand you shall receive very little money, but do not worry. I shall not mention it when we are married, and you'll be most flattered by the condescension of my noble patroness, Lady Catherine de Bourgh.
You are too hasty, sir. I have not said yes to you and will not.
My dear cousin, I understand that you are refusing my proposal only because of your wish to increase my love through suspense.
Indeed, I do not. I was perfectly serious in refusing your proposal.
Oh, Mr. Bennet. Mr. Bennet, you must do something. You must make Lizzie marry Mr. Collins.
And what am I to do? It seems a hopeless business.
Oh, you vex me so.
Perhaps you should ask my friend Charlotte Lucas. She is 27 and in want of a husband.
My dear cousin, your thoughtfulness flatters yourself. My dear Charlotte, will you not consent to be my wife?
I will. Thank you, Mr. Collins.
Yes, capital.
Oh, no. Now Charlotte Lucas will be mistress of this house when Mr. Bennet dies.
Lucy, put your energy into helping. Why must we serve tea now?
Caroline Bingley, Mr. Hurst, Mrs. Hurst, and Mr. Darcy.